everybody, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And this video I'm doing today or tonight is basically just me laying in this hotel room, just thinking about my future and what's going to go on, with them trying to repair the fire damage in my home and just a lot of things. I mentioned in a previous video that I was trying to stay positive, but I have my moments of worry and just speculation on what my future holds. There have been a lot of things that have happened to me this year that have never happened before, health wise, career wise, and now my home. This has been a tough year for me. I have always been a very optimistic person. I always view life as the cup is half full rather than the cup is half empty. But the last couple years, I have, been taking stock of my life. Sometimes when you get to the age that I am now, you start to look in the rear view mirror of your life, and you start to think about some of the mistakes you made, some of the good things you did, and just your life in general. And you hope that to that point, you did things, in a manner that was positive, but you know that you've made some mistakes. I tell my kids that sometimes, I get tired of just, I don't know, not fighting, but, or trying to survive. Those are not the words. But I guess it's like the struggles in life. Sometimes I just get really tired of those struggles. And it might be that because this was such a bad year for me, that sometimes I sit around and I feel kind of melancholy. Do you guys ever get like that where you just let yourself feel a little down? You kind of wipe off the smile on your face and you let yourself settle into what's going on in your life. I guess what I'm saying is you allow yourself for a few minutes to feel sorry for yourself. And I think, these last 4 or 5 months, that's what I've been doing. Now, I'm also the type of person that doesn't believe in allowing myself to fall down that rabbit hole of despair. I don't want to be one of those people that is filled with gloom and doom, because I truly believe that when you allow yourself to wallow too long in self-pity, you might not be able to dig your way back out. And I don't want to be that person. But I am going to allow myself to feel sorry for myself sometimes. You know, um, it's good for the soul, I believe, because sometimes when you keep pushing things down inside of you, or not allowing yourself to think about, some of the things that are negative that are going on in your life, you do more damage to yourself. You have to face, your mistakes. You have to celebrate your successes, um, and then just come to terms with your life. And when you get to a certain age, you do um, I guess face things that you may not have done right. And I know this video is all over everywhere, but sometimes I just want to do a video that you can get to know me as a person. um I like to come on and laugh and joke and, you know, talk about things that are going on in the world, but I also want to come on and give you guys a piece of who I am as a person. Um, this fire in my house, y'all, even though I laugh and joke about it, I'm the type of person that my home is truly my castle. I try to make it as, you know, homey as possible for my kids. Any guests that come to my house, I try to go out of my way to make them really feel comfortable. I like entertaining and cooking for people and all that kind of stuff. I'm just that type of person. So for my house to, have a fire, it really touched me deep down inside. And, you know, I'm kind of worried. I know that it's all gonna work out, but I'm the type of person that I like to get to the end of when it has worked out. The process of waiting and all of that, it wears on my nerves. It just wears on my nerves, and I just hope that when I get back into my house, I find that peace that I had before. Because, before the fire, I was telling you guys that I was going through my house room by room, just like redecorating everything and making it, a home that I like at the age that I am now. I was really making my house like a feminine castle. I think if a man would have come into my house and saw all the flowers and the little girly things, he would have ran for the hills. Because when I tell y'all, I was just going full throttle on the feminine thing in every room of my house. I mean, my son like looked into my living room and he was like, well, after you get finished with this room, I know I won't be able to sit on anything, touch anything, because you want everything to be just so. When you raise kids, you have those kid friendly houses. You have furniture that can withstand spills and dirty fingers and all the things that kids bring. But as you get older and you become an empty nester, you can make your home just the way that you want it. When my kids were at home, I wanted it to be comfortable for them. So you don't want to go around having, white furniture and you got kids in the house. You want them to be able to plop down and kick their feet up and, just chill. So that's where I was. But I'm blessed that I got out of there okay. I'm blessed that, the fire wasn't that bad. I'm blessed that the major furniture in my house, while it might be a little soot covered, it's still intact. So I have a lot of things to be thankful for. And I have been praying and thanking God for all of my blessings. But I can't lie and pretend that, you know, let me see, that I'm not worried. Um, and I think it's because I'm a little bit of a worry wart. Um, and I don't know, sometimes, I think that I worry too much. Maybe it's this. When I was in my little long term, almost 17-year relationship, I think what I did is I let him do the worrying. If he told me don't worry about it, y'all, I ain't worry about it. If the man said he got it, I let him have it. I was not one of those type of women. But what happens when you do that, when you have a man that when things are going wrong, he wants you to feel comfortable, so he takes all of the burden on his shoulders. When you are single again and you've gotten used to allowing someone else to handle the heavy lifting and the problems, and he does the worrying, and then now it's on your shoulders. You know, it's kind of weird, y'all, because when the fire was burning, I was sitting there like, oh Lord, how am I gonna do this and how am I gonna get this done, and blah blah blah. Because normally, if you're in a relationship with someone who's like that, where he says, I got this, you let him have it. But this time, it's up to me to make sure that everything goes back to normal. And I know it's going to be a process, and I just got to be patient that everything is going to work out. I just want to hurry up with it, if you can understand that. And I got to be patient, and I got to thank God for, the blessings that I do have, and trust Him that, things will work out the way that they should. And I do have, or I am optimistic about that. I don't see like dire future, or shit falling apart, and I don't see that. I've kind of feel good about the future, and I've learned at this age to trust my instincts. If when I think about what's going to happen in the next month or two, and I felt like, oh Rachel, something is worrying you, something is not going to be right, then I will be even more worried. But I have this feeling that this is all going to work out, the way that I want it to. And that gives me comfort. But just being out of my element and being in a hotel, this is not my MO. I have never been quote unquote homeless for, you know, I should say homeless, and depending on someone else. I've always gotten up and made my own way. So to have the Red Cross put me up in a hotel, it kind of makes you feel kind of funny, but like the Red Cross told me, that's what they're there for. When you're in a crisis, they're their their job is to step in and help you. And I guess I'm so used to doing stuff myself that I feel like I'm taking a handout. But like my mother said, you don't have a house. So if they're offering you a place to stay, you take that place to stay, and everything else that they have to offer until you get back into your home. And I guess I gotta just deal with that feeling of giving up control to someone else. Now, as far as when I get back into my home, well, I'm gonna have a blank slate because, they're gonna have to redo all the walls and the ceilings and put down new carpet. So my decorating is gonna pick up where it left off, and I'm gonna do some rearranging of my furniture now, since everything is going to be pretty much new in the house, because basically they have to go through the whole house and repaint everything, because the soot, even though the downstairs didn't burn, the soot is on the wall. So they have to get all of that together. So I'm going to have a blank, clean, fresh slate, y'all. And all my little decorating stuff, I'm going to pick right back up where I left off. And I'll probably be even more into it because I want to get my house back together and get that peace that I have found there. And y'all, when I told my mother that when I get back in my house, I probably put an angel in every room, because I want peace. So y'all, I'm gonna lay here today. I had decided that I was just not gonna do anything. This last week was a little traumatic with the fire, and I realized that I'm just exhausted mentally and physically. So you need a day to regroup. So today I'm just gonna lay around in this hotel. I might even order me a pizza. I don't know. I have one of those hotels that has the kitchenette and all of that, and dishes and coffee makers and pots and pans. So if I want to cook, I can. I do have groceries and stuff that I actually bought from my house, so I'm good that way. But I don't really want to do anything today. I just want to basically chill, y'all. I basically want to chill. So in the next few months, I'm going to be doing these videos every once in a while, um, to just let y'all know who I am as a person. I like when I go online and, I watch videos of people that are just talking and, sharing their problems, and you realize that there are other people out there that are going through some things, and, they just come on camera and they talk their problems out. And I know that I don't come on camera a lot. I think, like I told you guys before, that, I do better when I'm not on camera, because it helps me really express, things that maybe if I was on camera, I'll be a little shy about. But today, also another reason why I didn't come on camera is because I washed my hair, and just scrubbing and, just everything. I just feel like I'm soot covered, and my hair was soot covered, and so I just wanted to just take my time and wash and condition my hair, and just, be looking like, I told you, a buckwheat sister. But yeah. So I just wanted to come in and say hey, and again tell you guys that I'm okay, and that, I'll be having these little videos that, I just come in and tell you what I'm thinking and basically how I'm feeling. And I'm going to end this video by saying, even though I said that I am optimistic, I think today I just feel a little down, just a little down. And I just needed to talk it out. So with that, y'all, I'm going to end the video. And again, thank you to all the people that, sent all their well wishes and stuff. That makes you feel good when you're just sitting and you go to YouTube and you got these people, saying that they're constantly praying for you, and you really appreciate it. So you guys have a wonderful day, and wherever you are, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.